Welcome to Sarithiram Pesu. I am your Xavier. In this video, what we are going to see about how the freedom fighter Balagangadharar Thilak is connected with the festival Ganesh Chaturthi and how he popularized this festival among the Indian people to against the British. Before move on to this video, those who have not subscribed our channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon. Then only you will receive the notifications whenever we upload the new videos. Now we will move on to the video. Ganesh Chaturthi, also known as Vinayagar Chaturthi, is one of the most popular Hindu festivals celebrated across the country, during which millions of people rejoice the birth of Lord Ganesha, the son of Lord Shiva and Parvati. Ganesh Chaturthi is observed on the fourth day of the new moon fortnight of the Hindu calendar month of Bhadrapada, and the 10th day festivals ends on Ananta Chaturdashi. Many interesting versions of how Lord Ganesha was born. According to Hindu mythology, one day Lord Shiva went out for hunting. Goddess Parvati, his wife, alone at home, and she wanted to take bath, but she was in a dilemma since there were no attendants to guard the doors of the house. Then she created Lord Ganesha from sandalwood paste and instructed him to guard the doors while she took bath. When Lord Shiva returned home from hunting, he was annoyed to find a god stopping him to enter his house. The innocent Ganesh had no idea that Lord Shiva was Parvati's husband and the master of the house. So the little god continued following the instruction that he had received from his creator Parvati. Shiva was offended by Ganesha's act, and in a fit of fury he cut off his head. Soon Parvati came to know how Ganesha lost his head, and she was overwhelmed with sorrow on hearing the Parvati's side of the story of how she had created Ganesha to guard the doors while she was taking a bath. Lord Shiva realized his mistake and asked one of his attendants to bring the head of the first animal he saw sleeping with his head towards the north. The attendant returned with the head of an elephant, and Shiva restored Ganesha by placing the head on his body. All these events from Parvati creating Lord Ganesha to Shiva restoring him to life took place on the fourth day of the new moon fortnight of Bhadrapada. Now we move on to the history on this festival. However, historians have different opinions about when people started celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi as a puja in India. According to some, the founder of the Maratha Empire, Chhatrapati Shivaji, first who started celebrating Ganesh Chaturthi in great enthusiasm, since Lord Ganesha was the Kula Deva, or the family god of the Peshwas. Centuries later, the festival was reinvented as a symbol of the nationalistic movement by Balagangadharar Thilak, one of the leaders of the Indian freedom movement. In 1892, the streets of Pune and Mumbai were throbbing with devotees who turned up in huge numbers to celebrate this 10-day festival. The festival fervor instilled a feeling of patriotism among the people. United by their devotion for Lord Ganesha, the people even opposed the Britishers who didn't allow such mass gatherings. Now we'll see how things turned around in 1857. The year is famous for the Indian Rebellion of 1857, which is also referred to as a Sepoy Mutiny, India's first war of independence. Revolt of 1857 among many other names. It was a rebellion that posed serious threat to the rule of the East India Company. Balagangadharar Thilak was one of the prominent leaders of the Great Rebellion. The leaders saw the need to unite Indians more and realized nothing can bond the people more than a common idol.
so they equally worshipped by all. So Balagangadharar Thilak noticed that Lord Ganesha was considered the god for every man, that Ganesha was worshipped by the members belonging to the upper caste and lower caste, alike leaders and followers alike. He popularized Ganesh Chaturthi or Vinayak Chaturthi as a national festival to bridge the gap between the Brahmins and the non-Brahmins. In 1893, Thilak organized Ganesh Utsav as a social and religious function. It was him who put large hoarding with images of Lord Ganesha in pavilions and the man behind the tradition of immersion of huge Ganesh statues on the 10th day of the festival. The festival served as a meeting place for common people of all castes and communities at a time when public social political gatherings were banned by the British. So, in this way, the Thilak channelized the patriotic spirit by bringing the household Ganapati out onto the streets of Pune. He was able to bring a feeling of unity among the masses against the British through the festive fervor as opposed to a political gathering that the British would not allow. A year later, Thilak met with a number of freedom fighters and progressive thinkers in what was known as Bombay then and decided to bring the festival to the city where the Kesavi Nayak chaired Sarvajanik Jnana Utsav Mandal. The first and oldest mandal came into being at Girgaon in 1893. There was a time when the festival meant everything to the people because their freedom depended on it. Between 1940 and 1950, while the festival rituals continued to be simple, themes related to the First and the Second World War were a sign of a progressive society. In a first, cultural events like dance dramas, musical nights, and religious gatherings were organized, and the British did not interfere. Bombay had little more than 10 lakh people during the inauguration of the Mandal. Idols were made only from mud, collected from rivers, lakes, and the main idea was to spread awareness about a free India. Public forum debates were organized and leaders from different parts of the city participated to silently aid the freedom struggle.
I believe that now you can understand the origin of the Ganesh Chaturthi and how the freedom fighter Balagangadharar Thilak is connected with the festival. Thank you for watching. We meet again in the next video. Thank you.